Hi, I'm Jan, and this is my very first YouTube video. I'm excited, scared, nervous, but ready, I guess, to show you how to create this design on your nails using kind of like budget brands. I'm basically using Barry M nail polish to create this look. So if you'd like to have a look, don't press any buttons. Okay, so to start off with, I'm just using a Jelly High Shine Paint by Barry M in the colour GNP24. And let's just put a little drop close to the cuticle and drag it down, and then push it up, drag it down, bring it around on both sides, and then go through it. Just try to get all the streaks down so it looks nice and smooth. Always try to not get too much on the brush. I find that if I use too little, I can always kind of like drag the streaks through so that you can't really see them. But if I ever put too much on the brush, it usually just falls off the sides, goes all over my skin, so it's better not to do that. I'll add 2 coats too. The second coat can be a little bit thicker, I think, because you're trying to make it not transparent anymore, but again, just be careful, pull the streaks through and just go slow near your skin. You can always clean it off at the end, but I realised just before I started filming this video that I didn't have any nail polish remover or acetone, so I just had to like wash my hands at the end with some exfoliating scrub, and the excess bits just fell off. So to start, I'm gonna, on my 4th finger, do quite a thick blue stripe, almost like just below the middle. It's kind of like if I went with any polish, it's where the end of my nail bed would be. So it almost gives it kind of like a manicure look. Just like a design on the very tip, because I need to leave space for the feathers that are going to be going near the cuticle at the end. I'm going to add a little bit on the end of the nail as well. I don't really like designs that don't come to the end of the nail. I either want it to be like a full nail or focused to the tip. I just feel like it looks a little bit unfinished, and it kind of takes away from how long your nails are too. I'm wearing false nails here, but this can apply to false nails or natural nails, so yeah, whatever tickles your fancy. Add 2 coats again just to make it opaque. You don't really want it looking transparent, I don't think. Okay, and then on my index finger too, I'm just going to put a really small amount of polish onto the brush. Whenever I'm trying to draw like a circle or a semicircle, always draw it like as little as possible first, because you want to get it as neat as you can, and then go into it later a little bit thicker. So this is going to be like on the top of the nail, but the end of the Dreamcatcher. And you can go in a little bit thicker afterwards once you've kind of got like the semicircle down and you know where you're going. And then I'm going to go in with In the Sunset Range by Barry M with the colour SSNP15. This is to make the stripes, not stripes, the feathers. You don't really need to be too careful with this bit because you're going to be outlining it later with a black nail art pen. Like I just put a really big blob in it there. Just make sure that you kind of drag it down so it's like a little bit thin at the top, thicker in the middle, and then thin and long at the end. And then I'm going in with this mustard colour by Barry M. It's in the Jelly collection. It's GNP31. I love this colour. I'm also going to use it to do some polka dots along the top of the blue. I like to use, like, if I'm going to be doing a design that incorporates quite a few colours, especially if I'm using a range of warm and cold colours, I like to try and use like most of the colours on every single nail, so that it looks more like a set, like a design set, rather than just like a random nail that's been designed. So I'm going to add a dot of each of these on the nails that aren't accent nails, so the thumb, middle finger and baby finger. So that's the base colours down. Now we can go in with some details. I'm going to go in with the white nail art pen first. I'm not even sure where I got this from. I've had this one for years. It's like, I have like 2 trusty nail art pens, one black and one white. They don't even have a name on them. I'm not even sure what brand they are, but they're my trusty ones. So, but I'm sure if you get like a really thin brush and just dip it into whatever white polish you've got, it will be pretty much the same. So again, I'm just going slow here. Well, I'm not, but you can just go slow here and just make sure that the amount you've got in your brush is really consistent. Try not to get a big blob at the end of it, because that's what kind of stops you from being able to make a really straight line. And then just take your time trying to get the details in. the most complicated bit is possibly this bit where you're trying to do the detail of the inside of the Dreamcatcher. Just do it like one line at a time, and again, don't make it too thick, because if you don't get enough on the brush and you go over it and it comes out too thin, you can always go over it, but if you get it too thick, a big blob will end up on the nail and you'll literally have to start again. Believe me, I know, it's not fun. It might be helpful to have a bit of a reference picture next to you. Like I have Dreamcatchers around my flat, so I know what they look like generally, but if you don't really have anything to eye, you might want to get something so that you can see the pattern. It's basically overlapping like elongated oval shapes. But yeah, it depends. It just depends on what you want it to look like on the inside. I'm gonna go back to the blue. I always forget something. Just add another straightish white line. This one's a bit curved though to go with the shape of the nail. And then being the ultimate camera noob that I am, I did this and almost cut it out of the frame, so apologies. But I'm just going with the black detail. Oh, I noticed. Good for me. I'm just going with the black detail going around the leaves, feathers. Doing an outline. You can take your time with this. Not too much time though. If you take too much time, it might dry on the brush, so maybe do a few practice runs first. I'm just gonna do a line down the length of the feather and then do as much as you can parallel lines on either side. I guess they kind of look more like leaves than feathers, but yeah, whatever you like. This design I think can be used with like most colours. Like I do find it difficult to combine cold and cool and warm colours together, but I quite like this combo, but you can use it in like any kind of range. I just really like this design for the spring, summer, but like more towards the winter when people are still in the Dreamcatchers because they are always popular. I like to use maybe like a nude and a burgundy. Yeah, I think this can just be made with pretty much any colours that you like. Just adding some definition on the semicircle of the Dreamcatcher here. And I'm going to add a little bit of where the centre would go. It's all about the definition. I'm going to add some black stripes into the fourth finger too. Just take your time with this bit literally. I'm going to add some flicks, like one long one and then one a little bit shorter one. I'm not really sure how to explain how to do the feathers. I literally just press and flick it out and try to do it kind of like as quickly as you can. I feel like if you do it too slowly, you're not going to get that kind of like blended out look. Sorry, I'm aware you can't see what's going on here. Hopefully you can just see, and it's quite self-explanatory, just because the end of the nail art pen is like really straight and sharp and narrow itself, that should help you get the feather effect. I'm not sure if you'd be able to do this with just a regular nail polish brush, like how I did with the blue stripes. I think I'll definitely nail art pen for this point, and just flick it out and make it thinner at the end. If you're struggling with that, try and make it thin throughout the whole thing, and then work your way back at the top and make it thicker up there. But yeah. This shouldn't be too complicated. I'm just going to add some flicks to fill that out a little bit. Cool. And then I did notice that the orange was kind of standing by itself, so I think I'm going to add some orange dots just below the mustard ones on the fingers that aren't accent nails. Polka dots are quite hard to get, or like just dots are quite hard to get. I find that if you just kind of like get like a healthy amount on the corner of whatever brush you're using and then don't really touch the nail with the brush, just like with the blob that's on the end, it should create quite a neat little dot. So yeah, that's the finished design. Now it's just time to add some top coat. I'm just using the Plumpy High Shine Top Coat by Barium. It is really good. It tends to get a little bit stringy, but it makes the polish dry so quickly. So quickly. I love it. And it does stay like really, really shiny. Like, look at my ring light and the reflection of my nails. Okay, so that's the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. If you didn't, that's okay too. But if you did, like, subscribe, click the bell thingy before you leave, and yeah, that's fun. I hope you guys liked it too. Okay, bye. Bye.